Welcome to Math 780. My name is Brian Fitzpatrick, and I'll be your instructor this semester. What you're looking at here is a week in your life as far as this course is concerned. The same thing happens every week. Monday morning at 6 a.m., there are lessons that are released on the course webpage, and every lesson has a quiz associated to it. I'll be lecturing on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10:05 to 11:20. I'll hold office hours every Wednesday from 11:35 a.m. 11:35 a.m. to noon 35 p.m. That'll be my office, which is in the basement of the physics building. So that's shortly after lecture. So basically, if you want help on Wednesdays, hang out with me. We'll walk back to my office and talk about problems. Now, every quiz, which is released every Monday, the deadline for the quiz is the following Wednesday. So what's that? 9 days later. And those are all taken inside of Gradescope. So the deadline is 10 p.m. the following Wednesday. Now, in terms of like how grades work, I try to keep things light and as informal as I can in this kind of seminar style class. So 30% of your grade is just participation. I want people coming to class. I don't want to see empty seats. I want people coming and answering and asking questions. The other 70% is your performance on the comprehension quizzes. Remember, those are taken inside of Gradescope. Collaboration is absolutely encouraged, but I don't accept late work, so keep that in mind. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to this class is the course webpage. I have this slide here just for your reference. I'll actually just walk you through the course webpage in a moment, so I think we can skip this slide for now. What about resources? Well, all you need in the course is on the course webpage. But if you want an extra resource, here's an open source textbook that is pretty good, and I'll include links to the relevant sections of the course as we're covering topics. So, and this is also open source, so it's free anyway, so you don't have to really buy anything. Now, what about expectations? The most important thing is just keeping pace. We cover roughly 2 topics per week, but each topic we get pretty in depth. So it's really important that you're working through the lessons and working through the quizzes as they come up. So work on them throughout the week. Don't just save everything for Wednesday night before the deadline. Also participate. I want you showing up to all of the lectures. I want you asking questions. I want you answering questions. And I want to see people at office hours. And communicate. If you find yourself falling behind, that's fine, but it's always better to let me know sooner rather than later. So if you find yourself in week 3 falling behind, don't wait till week 10 to reach out to me, because that makes things a little bit more difficult to deal with. That's all I have to say about these welcome slides. Let's now navigate over to my course webpage. Remember, the URL here is very simple. It's bfits.xyz. Now, if you go to the top of the page, click Math 780. This is where all of the material that you'll need for the course is organized. The landing page for the course is just the list of topics. And the idea is that for every topic, if you click on the title of the topic, that will take you to the notes that I use in class. So for example, the first day of class, we're going to cover a topic called lines. Here, if you click on the topic, that will take you to my scanned notes. So this is more or less what I'm using when I'm lecturing on the board in class. So you always have a record of what's going on inside of class. Off to the right-hand side, you'll notice this resources tab. Here I'll post links to the open source textbook if you want maybe more in-depth coverage of whatever topic we're studying. And from time to time, maybe I'll post some extra things here. If you go to the top to the right of the title of the course, you'll find a few icons here that you can hover over and click on. The first one is this list emoji. If you click on it, that takes you to the home page of the course, which is the list of topics. To the right, we have our calendar icon. This is an embedded Google Calendar, which is organizing all of the important dates and times for the course. There's actually not a ton here, but if you ever have a question of the form, when and where is something, the calendar is the right place to go. So basically what you'll find is just all the lectures and my office hours here. But if for whatever reason there's anything else that happens, I'll make sure to put it on the calendar. To the right of the calendar icon is the Gradescope icon. Click on that, that'll take you to Gradescope. That's where all the quizzes live. And finally, we have this scroll icon. If you click on that, that takes you to a formalized version of the course policies in PDF form. So that's basically it when it comes to the bureaucracy of the course. I look forward to meeting everybody on Monday when we have our first meeting.